name is Jeff Novinsky, and I work for the Instructional Technology Department here in Lee Summit. And I want to talk to you about using media albums. First off, we'll talk about taking pictures and then using those in the media album. Here's what it's going to look like. We're going to talk about using your camera on your Chromebook. We're going to talk about how to get to that image, and finally, how to get that guy into a media album in Schoology. Let's get started. So for me, this is my background, and I am thinking about how am I going to access my camera. So I can click over here on this little button on the lower left-hand corner, and I can maybe type in the word camera, C-A-M. Notice that all of those things come up and just shows me my camera app. So here's my camera app. I'm just going to click on this. Now, some of you who have maybe used the camera app have maybe pinned this down to the bottom on your taskbar. To do that, really, there's just a two-finger click, and then you can go up to the word pin, P-I-N. It has a little image of a pin right there if you want to do that. And that means it's going to keep your camera on your bar at the bottom. That's great. I'm going to maximize this by clicking on the little box in the upper right-hand corner. This is my camera app. So this is what it looks like. And there's a couple things going on. If I was going to do this for a book, maybe I could have the book kind of near my face and kind of show it. But look at some of these words. This is a Magic Treehouse book with dinosaurs on it. It's the very first one. But some of the words are backwards. So in the camera app, there's actually a little thing right over here that looks like kind of a page that's going to be kind of a mirror, right? And it says mirroring. If I do this, all of a sudden I flipped. And look, the book, I can actually read Magic Treehouse, right? If I want to take this picture, all I have to do is click on the picture button, which is just over here on the left side. The right side, and it just says take a photo. Boop. All of a sudden it took a picture and it's saved for me. You really can't see where it's at. Let me get my picture out of the way. Doop. Notice that it shared it right down here, just underneath. And I can click on this and it'll bring up this photo of me. Now, I'm not making a very smiley face. I don't know that I'm really enthusiastic or happy about this book that I'm showing. So maybe I should retake this until I get it just the way that I want it. Okay, notice that this has a really weird, as I hover over the picture, it has a really weird name. It says IMG, which probably stands for image, and has a whole bunch of numbers. If I want, I can click on this either with my finger or with my mouse, and I can maybe rename this. I'm going to rename it Dino Book. Dino Book. Now, you don't need to rename things. I'm just doing that so it might be easier for us to find in just a little while. When I click off of it, it saved the image. Again, when I hover, I can see it and I can get to it right there. I'm going to close my camera app for us. I'm going to close it. Here it goes. Close it. And then I'm going to hover back over to Schoology. Remember, Schoology is in Chrome, which is that circle with the couple different colors. So here it is. I'm going to hop over to a Schoology course. This is a course that we have that we've been using. And there's something called Book Snap week number 4. This is just something I'm using as an example. Your teacher probably named something a little bit different for you, but has directed you where to go. So I'm clicking on Book Snap week 4. And I'm going to get my picture out of the way again, because all it says is that I can go through and add media. So I can click on this on my Chromebook and it just says add media. And it's going to ask me where I want this, all right? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a file. So I'm going to click on the button over here that says attach file, attach file. Now I need to find my file. So as I look through Schoology, as I look through all these different things, I'm actually going to click on the button at the very, very top that says recent. There's a little clock next to it, and what that means for me is that it's going to talk to me about what items I've most recently or just a little while ago used. The ones that I just did a little while ago are going to be at the very top, and then as they go through, as they go on further and further, they'll go down the list. So if you notice, the very top item is something called Dino Book. I'm going to click on that and click open. Okay, notice that dinobook.jpg is right here. It's a file, and all of a sudden it showed up, and there was a little bar that went zoop across the screen. All you have to do then is hit Add Media, this blue button at the bottom, and we're good. All of a sudden, my picture with my book showed up right there. Now, as you do this, you might be using a book. You might be using a drawing or work that you've been doing at home. Something like this. This is something my daughter did. It's a toaster with toast popping out of it. Or you might have some sort of object. Like, what is it that we're working on? This is my son's bat copter And it usually has Batman inside of it, but it has like this thing that spins like this. So there might be opportunities for you to talk about or to take pictures of some of the work that you've done that maybe include your face or maybe include just more of the work of art or whatever it is that you're doing. I hope this video has been helpful to you as we talk about how to use media albums. I don't know how to stop this.